Since 2010, the amount of film production in Florida has plummeted. Experts blame state legislators who voted to allow tax incentives to expire. But the Suncoast may be the exception, thanks to many innovative solutions. Here to tell us about Suncoast film projects is Jeannie Corcoran from the Sarasota Film Commission. Welcome.
Well, thank you for having me. It's delightful to be here. What great ladies to sit among.
Well, thank you. We're going to have a lot of fun. We are so proud to see that the Suncoast is able to be the exception in what's become sort of an unfriendly state right now. Why is getting TV and film production to our area so important?
Well, all forms of media, all forms, not just film, not just television, but also web series and music videos and documentaries and travelogues and student films and all sorts of video. Commercials are huge for revenue for the area. What they all mean is they all mean economic development, and they all mean high-tech, high-wage, high-skilled jobs. So those are the kind of people we want to attract to the area. We want them to live here. We want them to stay here, raise their kids here, buy their homes here, put their kids in school, buy their groceries. It's a big economic picture of attracting these kind of people to our local economy, have them spend money directly in with local businesses, local crew, local equipment providers, local suppliers, vendors, hire fabulously creative, talented people like Christine and all of you. There are so many aspects of the economy, so many layers that it touches, and you'd be amazed how much money, cash money, first-tier spending is what we call it in economic development. First-tier spending directly into the cash registers and into the pockets of our locals. That's really what it's all about.
And it's been working. I mean, let's use Siesta Key as an example. This MTV reality series is set to come out at the end of the month. It's been all the talk.
Oh, I know. I know. I have been inundated since it slipped out.
So is this a good thing?
It's a fabulous thing. They were here 3 months before anybody even knew they were here.
Which is hysterical.
The only people that knew they were here was our film commission, because we were assisting them. Oh, wow. And we had them back here when they shot the pilot about 1.5 years before that. They were so great in the community, so low impact, so professional. Nobody knew they were here. So we were keeping it completely under wraps. It was going great. MTV Awards hits the air, and they run a trailer for Siesta Key. And the next morning, I came to work, and a tsunami hit me. And I was knocked off my pins, and ABC7, and I won't mention all your competitors, but every network, every television.
Of course, we were like, really?
People
MTV?
came over from Miami, they came up from Fort Myers, they came down from Tampa. Magazines, newspaper,
so
print,
that's great.
online. It's great.
It's great. And it's happening also up to the north.
Right.
Because whether you like the show or not, Claus is out there.
Right.
And
TNT and Warner Brothers Television.
That's got to be good for Manatee County.
Well, actually, it's been better for Sarasota County. Because even though the project is set in Palmetto at a fictitious nail salon, and they do shoot some locations there, they did when they were beginning the series, when they were doing the pilot, they've shot actually quite a bit more here in Sarasota County. Because what they're trying to show is the women on Claus, the manicurists, they aspire to rise above their circumstances.
There's St. Armand's Circle.
You know, right now there's drugs, right now there's money laundering, there's all these things going on in the storyline, but all of these women want a better life. And they're trying to find a way out of drugs and money laundering and so forth. And when they want to show the aspirational desires of improving their lives, they show St. Armand's Circle. They show them shopping. They show them in the fine dining restaurants.
Which is a great message to send to the rest of the world, that you should aspire to be here with us.
Although I must tell you,
one of the girls drinking a J-Dubs
on MTV.
On MTV.
And the Siesta Key merchants just love it. I mean, they've gotten so much business, so much direct spending, and the production, let me say this on air, if anybody hasn't heard me say it before, this MTV project is one of the most professional, polished, on schedule, on time, playing by the book, playing by the rules productions we've had in 10 years.
Wow.
They're in my top 5. They really are.
That's amazing.
Every day we get cast lists. Every day we get shoot lists. Every day we get call lists. They have all their permits in order, all their insurance in order. It's fantastic.
So we shouldn't judge. Don't judge just because it's an MTV show that it's going to be wild and crazy and cast a negative.
I had an elderly gentleman call me, and he's sort of my poster child for some of the senior citizens that were concerned. I didn't get too many calls, 3. Total 3 calls.
That's not bad.
But this one elderly gentleman, quite nice, quite erudite, very educated, and he said, "How could you allow this to be shot on Siesta Key?" And I said, "Well, sir, they're following the law. What they're doing is completely legal. They're very professional. They're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars every day they're here is a huge amount of money." And I said, "We certainly can't discriminate against them.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Well, there's more of this to come, and to learn more about it, you can go to a mixer that the Sarasota Film Commission is holding at Feld Entertainment Studios, another great part of our film area. July 13th is the date. You can talk to industry professionals. professionals about everything that's happening here and coming. We're going to go to the Film Commission website if you want details on that. And next, we're going to check out homes with a Suncoast view.